All right, we're back. Our top 5 this week was an interesting one. It's top 5 idioms.
What's an idiom, Dave?
Great question. I'm glad you asked that. It's a group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from the individual words alone.
I love deducing things.
Right? So it's a phrase that means something that's not immediately apparent just by the like verbatim literal definition of the word.
So is an expression and an idiom similar?
Nah, they're similar, but they're not exactly the same.
Let me ask you a question. The phrase hella. Idiom or not?
No. It has to
Idiom
be,
or adjective?
It has to be multiple words. It has to be a phrase. It can't be
Actually,
one word.
it doesn't. I don't think it does.
It does.
Does it really?
100%, yeah.
It could be one word.
It can't be one. Okay.
Actually, I looked up a word. I know what an idiom that's one word that's not multiple words. I looked it up and it's actually.
I don't know. The definition
Are you,
said
are
a
you
word
ready?
or phrase.
Are you ready for it?
I'm on my
let's
edge
It's not on my,
of the seat.
it's on my list that I use a lot, but it's on chillin'.
Chilling.
Is an idiom. I looked it up. AI told me it's an idiom.
By the definition, it's not, though. It has to be a phrase.
By definition of AI, it is.
Because I mean, that's just like slang. I would say I always call that slang.
Well, there's a lot of things that you can just.
Well, but it has a specific definition.
Well, I looked it up and the AI said that's an idiom.
I don't know.
They said chillin's an idiom.
Okay, well, my first one is
like, I don't care about what you're saying right now. However, we will move on.
My first one, and this is really tough for me. Really tough for me. I couldn't think of any of them.
Okay.
So I did a lot of research. I did some research and like thought some ones that I liked. I use these, but not more than any other ones.
Okay.
But number 5 is cover all the bases.
Okay.
So this was like there's a lot of these actually for baseball, ballpark, things like that. These are like I've realized a lot of mine are like from a game or a sport that they've gone all that's a bigger meaning. So cover all the bases obviously just means that you've thought about every scenario. You've got all the things that need to be covered.
Okay.
And it's a baseball idiom. Right?
What's the origins of it?
Oh, I mean,
From baseball?
Yeah, just from baseball.
Okay.
Just from baseball. Yeah, just from baseball. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like right off the bat, right? That's
Yes.
another one from baseball.
Do you feel like baseball has the most of these?
It has a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, it has a lot.
Because I know we've talked about this before. I feel like there are more phrases, and some of them you don't even know until you think about it.
But it's because of the history. The America's pastime, right? It's a
Sure.
sport that's been in America for a long time.
Yeah.
It's very American.
Swinging for the fences.
First base, like you I got the first base. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Like,
No, what's that mean? Tell me.
Whatever are you talking about?
Yeah. So anyway, I'll tell you about that. But cover all the bases. Number 5.
Okay.
Or cover the bases. Yeah.
All right. So my number 5 idiom: let the cat out of the bag. So
Cat out of the
what do
bag.
you guys think that means?
I know what it means. Is you I want to say another one, spill the beans.
Uh-oh.
But no, it means like you the surprise. Like
Yes.
you
Yes. You're revealing a secret or a con.
Yeah.
Right. So basically a big reveal.
Yeah.
So the origins of this one are interesting. They come from medieval times. I didn't get an actual timestamp on this, but people bought livestock like piglets and other animals at the market. They often would sell them in bags so that they could have them like detained, essentially, not run around or whatever. Some people would be mischievous and try to cheat buyers, and they would put lesser value items in there. So they would put like cats in these bags so that I'm buying what I think is a piglet. I go home, I open it up, cat comes out of the bag, and I got bamboozled.
Because you lied.
Yes.
You're angry.
I
don't want a cat. I want a pig.
I got bamboozled. I got a crappy cat, and I wanted a pig to feed my family. We were going to have some baking eggs next morning.
Some bakey eggs.
That didn't happen. So
I like that. That's
my number 5. Cat out the
That's a good
bag.
one. That's a good one.
I'm not mad at that. My number 5, let go of my ears.
Dude, I've never heard that one.
All right.
You have to
So
explain.
I feel like here's
just
all
so we
these New
know for
Mexico
all listeners
idioms.
out there. No. This is not New Mexico. I have 2 lists. I have lists that I use daily because I have a list of idioms that I use daily.
Okay.
And this, I have a second list of like my favorites.
Okay.
And they might intertwine.
Sure.
But however, this one does not. Let go of my ears
Yeah.
means like I'm in charge of this. Like, stop telling me what to do.
Okay.
So like you're driving
Okay.
and like your wife's like, "Hey, turn right." You're like, "Yo, let go of my ears, dude. Like, I got this."
Interesting.
Like,
I have never heard
and
that.
it's got history of like literally, so like, turn around, Hainer. I'm grabbing your ears. I'm steering you where to, like a horse.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But with
yeah.
your ears.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, hey, let go of my ears, dude. I got this.
Now, when you say history, like history within your family or like your
The
friends,
world.
or?
The
Okay.
world. Look it up on the internet. Look it
I'm
up.
just saying I've never heard it, so I don't
I've
know
never
if you
heard
have
it.
any more of a
Yeah. Well, I don't
background.
care. I'm telling you, it's number 5 right now.
Okay, I'll take
Look
your
it
word
up,
for
dude.
He's
I'll
being
take your word.
unnecessarily combative right now.
I'm
Exactly.
extremely combative because I was just told that chillin' is not an idiom, and
not.
I looked it up. I looked it up, and it's an idiom.
You decide. You decide,
No,
viewers.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
While,
looking
he-
it up
while
right
he's
now.
looking it up, I'm going on to my number 4, which is another one from sports. A lot, I used to use them a lot.
Going to
Par for the course.
Ooh, okay. You
It's
get
par
golf,
for the course.
golf one?
Yes. Disc golf, actually, not ball golf.
Yeah.
Of
course.
Always ball golf.
But yeah, par for the course. I mean, it means like standard. Like that's what you would just
Par for the
that would you
course.
just expect. You would
Do you
expect it
use
to happen.
that? Do you
I
use
that
it?
a lot actually?
That's
yeah,
that's par for the course.
that's par for the course. I use that a decent
I
amount.
respect it.
So yeah, it's very simple. Just for golf, obviously par is like the score you're aiming for, the average score, right? It's how many strokes it takes to get to the green, and considering a 2-putt,
Right.
Green
Yeah.
regulation and considering a 2-putt,
Right.
is the par. So anyway, so
Well,
it's just the
in
standard.
ball golf, typically 72. I don't know what it is in disc golf.
Is 72 like a regular?
Yeah, it's like standard. It's like 72.
Oh, okay.
If it's a long course, 73. But
Mm.
72 is a very standard par
Really?
for the course.
Oh, okay. In disc golf, it's 54 because there's most disc golf courses are all par 3s.
Yeah.
So it's 54. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
there
so
you go. There
when
you
you're
go.
making your list,
Nice.
did you decide like stuff you actually use, like idioms you use?
I could not think of
Okay.
like think of them at all.
I couldn't either. I'm
Like, I
sure.
just could
You
not.
guys don't use idioms?
I mean, no, I do. I for sure
Yeah.
do,
All
but
right,
I couldn't think of them though. That's
So
the problem.
oh yeah, I guess maybe some of my things don't count as idioms based on your guys' definitions.
Yeah.
But
Not mine.
when we're done, we'll go through some of these things.
Gotcha.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Hainer.
Hit it.
Okay,
Number 4.
my number 4, stealing someone's thunder.
Oh, that's a good one. I know that
Yes.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, and you can even, it's changing phrasing. You know, hey, dude, you stole my thunder.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I
I don't know what the history of this one.
Yes. So obviously, taking someone's moment, stealing their work,
Yes.
something of that magnitude.
Yes.
History behind this: early 18th century playwright John Dennis invented a new method producing the sound of thunder in his play, Apis and Virginia. However, the play was unsuccessful and closed quickly. Later, when another play, Macbeth, used
Oh.
a similar thunder sound effect, Dennis was famously quoted as saying, "They will not let my play run, but they will steal my thunder."
Interesting.
That's where the phrase comes from.
Freaking Shakespeare out
And
here.
Macbeth, dude. Isn't that interesting?
That is.
That's
That's very interesting.
not to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're just chilling over there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That's a good one. That's good. I like that. They literally stole his thunder without.
You stole
literally-
my thunder. I like the quotes. It just
They did.
took a while to get there.
But he stole the sound effect. He literally stole the thunder sound
like
effect.
Stole my thunder.
I like the fact that like he invented something that sounded like thunder, you know?
Yeah.
I would like to hear what that thunder was.
I would like to
how
hear
it-
that
and
too.
How,
Yeah.
it, how it happened.
And this guy's like in his shed, like, all right, dude, like, he's just like banging crap
guy's
together,
like,
dude.
dude,
It's like,
ain't
no,
no
that's not
way.
it. Oh, this is it. Then he comes with like a pile of crap, like
Yeah.
taped to each other.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the play that he used it is terrible.
Yeah.
Nobody saw it. It
Yeah.
shuts down immediately. And somebody from Shakespeare was like,
I'm
Yeah.
gonna steal that thunder.
Hey, those 4 pipes taped together, I'm gonna steal that right
Yeah.
there. That sounds
I
good.
like that.
That's good.
I like that.
good one. All right, go on. You're 4.
All right, my number 4. We're beating a dead horse.
Yeah, I use that one. That's a good one.
That's a real
We're beating
one.
a dead horse, dude.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
Yeah.
The meeting's over. We're beating a dead horse. We all agree. We're beating a dead horse. Keep it moving.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
the point's been made. What's accomplished has already
Yeah.
been accomplished.
Yep.
Just we need to stop.
I would almost
All the
say
above.
that one has to be on like the Mount Rushmore of idioms. It's
I
like
think it's
That's
gotta-
universal.
It's for sure.
Yeah.
so many people use that.
Mhm.
You-
Work, play, whatever you want
Yes.
to do. Your wife, like I use it with my wife. Like
Yep.
it's
I've
For
heard
sure,
men say it. I've heard women say it.
I like that you said that. It's for sure Mount Rushmore
Sure.
idiom.
It's the
Yeah.
top one.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's the top one.
We'll see if we can put some more on there.
That's good.
As we go here.
That's good. This
Not
one,
my Mount Rushmore, I guess, because it's
this one is my last one from sports, but I had to use it because that's sports games. This is a game, but it's in check.
Keep things okay.
Like you can use it multiple different ways. Like
Get in check.
I put him.
keep things in
I
check.
kept him in check, or I put him in check. Right. That is from my favorite game, chess. That is from chess. Right. You put the king in check. Right. The king has
Right.
to move. You have to deal with the check before you can do anything else.
I
So-
don't deal with this a whole lot.
I mean, I just like it because it's a chess idiom. That's
It's
really,
fun.
that's
So,
really it.
so you're
yeah.
saying like if I put you in check, right? Is that the way you're?
Yeah,
using
like I kept him in check, or you put him in check, essentially.
it? Okay.
Yeah, like you use it multiple different ways, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just means
Well, like obviously, yeah. Hey, yo, check yourself. Comes
Yeah.
from. I would assume comes from.
I don't know about that
Put
one.
yourself in check.
'Cause-
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
Why would it? Why would it?
Maybe.
Like,
It might. Yeah.
I'm just thinking like, hey, yo, check yourself.
What if you like a checklist, like make sure you're doing, like make sure you're checking what you're doing.
I think it's
Like
more
checking it
like,
twice.
I think it's more like put yourself in check.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
yo, I'm the king.
Yeah.
Check yourself.
Yeah,
dog.
that could be. But yeah, I just like it because of the chess idiom. That's really it. Because it's like it comes from like it's one
Yeah.
that people and the other ones like people say, oh, you're just a pawn. I'm just a pawn in someone's game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Another one from
Oh,
chess.
yeah,
right?
I like this one because
I like that one.
I like this one because it's where it comes from and like how you actually use it or
This,
like
is, this is your number 3.
My
Or-
3.
that's
My
his
3.
3.
You're talking about his 3s too.
Yeah. No, that one's interesting because that's like I'm gonna put him in check. Seems like very aggressive, where chess is not like aggressive. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But it's the most forcing move, right? If I put you in
Okay.
check, it is illegal to do anything besides get your king out of check.
Yeah.
You have to address that move before you can do anything else. So it's a powerful move, right?
Yeah.
In chess. So anyway, I don't use it that often, but I like it because it's chess. Do the chess. So.
Hey, dude.
In check.
Hey, checkmate.
There you go.
Bang. Another one. My number 3, riding shotgun.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So riding in the passenger seat of a car. Is
Yep.
what that means.
Sitting
yeah.
passenger seat. Everybody knows that one. They'll call shotgun or whatever.
Shotgun.
I know why.
You do.
Yeah.
So I chose this one specifically.
I'm just waiting for the. I want to hear.
I
that.
chose this one specifically because I thought it was funny if you like conflate it to like today's standards or whatever. But yeah, Wild West stagecoaches,
Yep.
bandits coming across, anybody who's sitting on the front passenger side
Shotgun.
holding the shotty in case people creep up. I while I was reading it, I was picturing myself. It's like, dude, can you imagine? Like, I go getting like Colin's like, hey, dude, you want to go with me to golf today? I'm like, sure. I go get in his car. And I'm like, hey, yeah, like I would sit down and he just passes me a shotgun.
Yeah, you're riding
It's
shoddy,
like-
dude.
Yeah,
You're riding
it-
shoddy.
Yeah, I'm going with Dave to basketball practice to our boys' practice, and Dave just, hey man, here, just hold this
You
for a
got
minute.
shoddy, bro.
And I'm just sitting there
You
like,
got shoddy.
where are we going, man? Why am I holding this shotgun?
Oh, we're just going to practice, but you never know.
Hey, would you pull the trigger or not, dude? Would you pull the trigger or not? That's the
Yeah.
question.
But yeah, that just made me laugh. I was
That is-
thinking
that is funny to think
thinking
about.
that scenario in
That is
today's,
funny
We like that.
in today's standards.
I like that.
Yeah. That's
My number 3, shit or get off the pot.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love
That's a
it.
good
Yeah,
one.
that's another universal one. That may be.
Hurry up. dude.
Nah, that's not Mount
Hurry
Rushmore.
up.
It's not Mount Rushmore for sure. But I know that one. That's not a Mount
Very
Rushmore.
popular.
It's a popular one.
Popular.
The reason it's not used as much is because it's vulgar. Like
Sure.
there's some it's vulgarity,
Yeah.
so it's not as popular.
But if you use the other-
we're putting Mount. I'm excited about this. So what would be Mount Rushmore? Should we
let's
go through them all?
Yeah, let's go through it.
And then you're gonna Mount Rushmore it.
let's we can let's do it.
All right,
Let's do it.
because I'm not mad with Hainer. I think "Should Get Off the Pot" has been like a lifetime usage. I
think it's one of those too that's like so easy to understand, right?
Yeah, dude. Hurry up, dude. Hurry up.
Yeah.
No, it's a good one. I'm not saying it's bad. I don't
Yeah,
think it's Mount
no.
Rushmore though, because of the vulgarity, it makes it less likely somebody less likely to use it.
Well, we'll let Mount Rushmore figure that one out.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
You're up again.
All right. So this one I actually use this one a lot, and people don't know what it means. It's
You're on your number 2.
2. Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 2. Number 2 is look a gift horse in the mouth.
Mm.
Don't
Heard
look.
it. Don't know what that
Don't
means.
look a gift. Basically, the
Don't
whole
look a
usually
gift
it's
horse in the mouth.
don't
Yeah.
look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah.
What it means is if someone gives you something, don't like look at it or inspect it. before
Just take
like
it
take
and say
it.
thank you.
You know, like, oh, thanks. Like, it's like, oh, wait, hold on. Like, or it's maybe something like happens fortunately, like maybe like you can get off work or something, and you're like, people are like, oh, why are we getting off work so early today? You know, like, why are you asking that question? You know what I mean? Don't ask that question. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Just
Yeah.
leave.
Take it. Just take the gift.
Yeah.
And it comes from when you get a horse. If you ever get a horse, you look at its mouth because you can tell the age and like the quality, like how healthy it is by looking at the horse's mouth. So you obviously understand what's going on.
Like you get a horse, like don't look at it. Just
100%.
go home.
Yes, if you're buying the horse,
Look at it then.
yes, if you're buying the horse, then for sure inspect it. You're
But
buying
it's a gift. It's
But
a
if
gift
they
horse.
gift you the horse, like thank you. Like you're not gonna
Yeah.
sit here and be look at the hold on, look at this horse. You know what I mean? Like that's the idea.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like that.
I
But
do use it.
I knew what it meant.
I do use that one a decent
Okay.
amount.
I've heard it, but I've never said it because I was always unfamiliar what it
Yeah.
actually meant.
Yeah. So yeah,
So-
it's just like it's basically some good fortune happened to you by either like actual gift or just good fortune in general, and you don't what?
I didn't know what it means. So
Yeah.
I'm never gonna say that.
Yeah.
It just
I'm probably
cracked me-
still
it
not
just
gonna say
cracked
it.
me up.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
just cracked
like-
me up. Like, you just Hender's like looking at you. He's like, "Cool, dude. Everything you're saying, I don't care
Like
about."
I don't know. It could be another example. Like you think it's gonna rain and you go outside, it's like beautiful weather, and you're like, oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe it's really nice out today. You're like, hey, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, man. Like let's enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Like don't be questioning.
I guess
like,
I don't hear it too often.
I probably wouldn't
Yeah.
say it
I
either
actually use a
because
decent amount.
it's not fun to say. I don't think that's fun
Who
to
says
say.
it? Who
I say that.
You say
I've
it a
never
lot?
heard you say it.
I 100% say.
Does your
said
dad
before.
say it a lot? Like,
No.
did you pick it up from somewhere?
No,
Or that's a you.
No,
That's a
I
you
heard
thing.
it. I'm like, I like it.
That's a you thing.
Yeah, I've heard it.
All
and I
right.
liked it,
All
that's
right.
it.
All right.
There you go. Number 2, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Okay. My number 2, give the cold shoulder. You give somebody the cold shoulder.
Yep.
There were a
The
couple
silent
different
treatment.
meanings behind this, but I picked my favorite one. Drives some back early 1800s tradition. People would come and visit your house. This is another one I pictured at Colin's house. I don't know why I'm always with Colin when I picture these scenarios. But I'm at early 1800s. You go to somebody's house. You're a house guest. They're making you really good foods, right? You're staying. You're welcome. When you overstay your welcome is when during these periods people would warm. What is this? However, subpar food at this point, and you get a cold shoulder of mutton for dinner. So basically,
Oh,
I'm feeding you. I'm over at
not
your house.
not the lambs, like not
You're-
the lamb
yeah.
chops. You're getting the
Yeah.
cold.
Day
shoulder.
1, day 2, dude, you're serving it up. Day
Dude.
3, you're like, all right, bro, you've been here way too
That's the
long.
hint.
Here's an Uncrustable. Get out.
I never even thought that. That's a great
like
thing.
it.
I never even
I
thought
like it.
about
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I tell it to my kids, like, bro, like sometimes you're gonna get the cold shoulder. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
So this
XYZ.
So this is one that had several different meanings, but this one to me, like I like the ones where it's not obvious and it has
Sure.
like cool history
Yes.
behind it. Because
Yeah,
I would
that's
think
great.
I turn my shoulder to you as disrespectful. You know,
Mhm.
So I'm essentially turning my back to you.
Mhm.
But no, dude, I got a cold mutton shoulder,
Yeah.
a mutton joint.
Nice. I like
So-
that. That's a good one.
You guys ready for number 2?
I am ready.
Yep.
Are you guys ready to edit this out? My number 2, raw dogging it.
Oh, I actually,
Dude, we're raw dogging it.
I have heard. I
I'm
know.
out here.
I know where he's
raw
going with
dogging
this.
it. Do you know?
I know
raw
it. I
dogging?
mean, it's actually very modern. It's a very modern one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but also they use it differently. Because I did some research
Yeah.
because I coach high school football now, so
Sure.
I asked some guys. They use it differently than us.
Yes.
Like doing it
So,
without
like-
something. Like,
Without
Right, like so, like
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 raw
today,
dogging
like,
a flight.
hey, I'm raw
Yes.
dogging it means I'm not having any headphones, phones, whatever.
Yeah.
However, back in our day, like I'm thinking like back in like I'm back in like 08, 2013.
So if you're gonna explain it, we know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm just like trying to put it in perspective. Like 08 to 15, raw dog is like, hey, what's going on? Like, I just raw dogging this. It's like I'm making it up. Like I'm just
Oh, okay.
like-
You're okay.
I've never
Dude.
heard that. Yeah.
oh like dude. Anytime I was like, hey, what's going on? Like, hey, we're just raw dogging this thing. Like we're just gonna figure this out as we go.
Wow.
That's literally
Mm.
back in the day. That's how we used it. Like, what's going on? We're raw dogging this thing. Why? We can't find the instructions, so we're just gonna raw dog this until we figure it out.
Okay, so that's a second. Do you know the third?
Well, obviously,
Okay.
but what would it be? Tell us.
That I was gonna say that's interesting because you had the similar meaning behind it than what the current kids are doing it. Right?
Well, like
basically,
yeah,
like
they're
we're not
doing
using
like,
anything other than our
I
own
understand. We're not
imagination.
using anything else. Yeah, it's a different way to think about it, but yes, I agree.
But you're like winging it. Like,
Yeah, winging it. Exactly.
You're using it as winging it.
Yeah, it was in college. It was our version of winging it. What's going on? I'm just raw dogging this
I have
thing.
never heard it used.
I haven't heard until the current kids are saying it. So I'm glad you said that. Because
You never said this as a kid?
No.
In college?
Never.
You guys didn't
dude.
say this?
Never heard it ever.
Oh,
I only knew it as the other
The
term.
actual meaning, like the original meaning. Of
Yes.
bro.
So I'm glad you said this.
I
'Cause I
wish
thought it was.
you guys could be with my boys. Bro, you raw dogging the hell of these motherfuckers. Oh, bro, me and Teresa used to love listening to these guys
Really?
from Florida talking about raw dogging whatever. It was the windowsill, the joysticks on the Xbox controller. It was, dude, just.
Okay. That makes more sense because
Yeah.
I thought when they say that, I'm like, why couldn't they use any other term than that? Right. Because
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
but knowing that it was already leading up to that,
Interesting.
it makes more sense.
My number one is not good, but I had to put it on there because I have a funny story with it. It might not be technically an idiom.
Hold your pants. Is it hold?
It's not hold your pants on. It's shut your pie hole. I don't think it's an idiom because I think it's pretty literal, so I don't think it counts as an idiom.
But I think it is.
Maybe so.
Counts as
Maybe
an
so.
idiom.
The reason I use it is because I have a funny story with it. Because my wife, love her to death,
My wife.
she is terrible at these. Right, we're
Uh,
talking about
tell
before
about what?
idioms. She
Oh,
never
where you
knows the phrase.
Puts two of them
She
together.
never knows the actual phrase.
Yeah.
We talked before, like it's the phrase "bowl in a china shop."
Yeah.
She says "bowl on a countertop." Like, doesn't know.
Bowl
So
on a
this is a
Love her
funny
to
one.
death.
This is a funny one because she swore until very relatively recently in my lifetime, since I've known her, she thought "shut your pie hole" meant "shut your butthole." She
Whoa.
legitimately thought that. So when
She had
heard,
no idea that
no
it
idea.
meant stop talking.
Yes, and she's like, and I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah. So I never said it because I thought it was like super like, vulgar and like inappropriate. I'm like, Chelsea, you put pie in your mouth. You put pie in your mouth. That's what they're saying. They're saying shut your mouth, shut your pie hole.
Wow, dude.
I'm like, that's not it. That's not it.
So this whole time she's like, dude, these people are so rude.
Yeah, and I was like, what? But she said she knew what it meant. She knew it means stop talking. But I'm like, then what are you? How do you put those things together?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. And pie and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's not like my favorite one ever, but that story is
I was gonna
funny
say
to
like
me.
if someone came up to me like we're hanging out, someone's like shut your pie hole, I'd be like, dude, I will fight you right now.
It's pretty aggressive. It's a pretty aggressive thing
Yeah.
to say. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
like you sound goofy, but also like I will punch you.
Yeah, it's like a weird combination of like aggressive and like childish. Like
Yes.
like if you're gonna that's a weird thing to say to somebody.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. 100%.
So anyway, that's not again. This is not my best list, but I thought that story was
Yeah,
interesting. So.
we all get. I have two lists. I have two lists.
There you
So
go. So that was my number one. Shut your pie hole.
what's your number one, dude?
All right, so I'm with Dave a little bit on that one. I don't know, it's an idiom, but I like this one more for the history of it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's something people. It kind of is. I'll explain. So it's white elephant.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I don't really know how you use that in a sentence, but basically it's like something that's costly or financially burdensome, right?
Okay.
So it's like putting money into something that's stupid, right? So it's like
but no one use. I feel like how about this?
Just a gift exchange.
Great White Buffalo,
huh?
like a Great White Buffalo is more of that than a white elephant.
The only time I've heard white elephant is a gift exchange.
Exactly.
That's the only time I've heard it.
Yes.
Exactly.
And so that falls
But
into.
it's not like super expensive or anything.
But that falls into that's where this come. I'll tell you the history, but yeah, Christmas is like you give a humorous or impractical gift,
Okay. Yeah.
right? So it's not financially burdensome, but it's impractical. So
Sure,
it's basically
Found
like
it. Yeah.
something impractical.
Yeah.
That it's stupid, but it comes from 18th century legend. King Simon, were now Thailand, but in that area they would have these rare white elephants. They were considered sacred, and if somebody was punished at that time for something, they would give these people these elephants that were sacred. They couldn't kill them, and they were costly to
Take
feed
care of
them, treat them, take care of
Yeah.
them, and that was their punishment. Is hey,
That's-
here's this sacred thing.
That's kind of dope.
So what
dude.
I thought was funny in this is like, if, again, picturing it like today's standards, it's like, all right, Colin, you hit the neighbor's mailbox and that wasn't cool. So here's a big ass Saint Bernard, dude. You gotta take care of. For 1 year since he ran over the neighbor's mailbox, you now have to take care of the Saint Bernard.
That.
You got a freaking
that.
moose in your backyard.
And you gotta pick up his
moose.
poop.
Yeah, it's a moose, dude.
Bro,
it's a moose, dude.
Yeah, you have a moose. You have to walk around.
You're like, hey, Colin, what are you doing? I don't know, dude, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna walk it.
Can you imagine these people like that back then? They didn't pay their taxes or something, and then they're just
Are you shitting me, dude? A white elephant.
They show up. There's a white elephant.
Right?
You gotta take care of it, dude. And if like you're not mistreating it or whatever, it's like something sacred in there.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. Like, how the hell am I gonna feed this damn thing?
Okay, I see like how it applies to the gift.
Yeah, but those are the origins. They're the origins
You
of
start
behind that.
start off at like a D- and you finish with an A-.
That's why I love
bro.
this
That
one.
was a solid finish.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can it makes perfect sense. Like you give him a gift that's like kind of a joke. Like what am I gonna do with this? I'd rather almost not have this thing because like it's so impractical that I'd rather not have it. So I like that. Yeah, that's good.
That was good. That was a good one.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
All right, my number one, and I want to take a moment of silence to pause to make sure we understand the gravity of the situation. Where's my camera?
Yeah, number 2.
I have the number one best idiom of all time on any Mount Rushmore anywhere, no matter what you say. Half-ass. Half-ass. The second version, like the 1B is grab ass, but let's be real. Half-ass.
What? Those aren't the same.
I'm just saying it's 1B, dude.
But
Like
those don't
1A,
mean the same thing.
Yeah.
I never said it did. I'm just saying that it's
okay.
like it's 1A, 1B, dude. They
I
both
see.
got to be on Mount Rushmore. But I'm telling you right now, half-ass is the number one best idiom ever.
That's a good one.
It gets used a lot. I use it all the time. People don't know what it means, but they know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean what it means, but you know what it means.
Do you have any history?
Dude.
Do you have any history on it?
On what?
On like where it comes from?
No.
Okay.
I know that my dad told me like don't half-ass shit when you're a
It's
kid.
true.
And now I'm telling my kids like, hey, don't like are you just gonna half-ass this?
Yeah.
And like my 7-year ass to me is not a bad word.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Half-ass is in my book
It's a good one.
the number one idiom
Yes.
ever created.
I would say the other one you said is actually not an idiom.
Grab ass.
I think it's actually not.
Why?
Because it usually means like stop messing around, right? Like stop playing. Like I've heard it say stop playing, and they say that, right? So like just like trying to. I could actually see literally doing that.
But
Literally doing it.
Okay. So hold on. Time out. We know the number one idiom is half-ass, but we also talked about some other things. What is the definition of an idiom?
So it's a phrase that conveys a meaning that's completely different than the literal definition of the words used.
Like grab ass is literally different than
I might be
stop
on here
messing around.
I might be on with Colin on that one because what you're doing by saying that, obviously grabbing something, but you're fooling around.
Yeah,
like,
but you actually could do that though. Like it comes from like you actually like trying to like play a game where you like, grab each other's butt.
Okay.
Yeah,
What?
So
actually,
But no,
like,
but
like
you're
playing
saying
tag
it-
or whatever.
that's
but
a
you're-
wild game.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me the definition again.
I mean, I didn't have the exact definition in front of me, but it's a phrase that means something as a whole. It means something different than the literal definition of the words.
Okay, so why is chillin' not?
Because it's not a phrase. That's why.
That's a phrase.
It's not
Yeah.
a phrase. It's
Why?
one word.
It
It's
says
one
a,
word.
So what?
a group of
Chilling.
words.
Can a
Yes.
phrase not be a phrase cannot only has to be more than one word?
Yeah, 100%. That's what
Why?
a phrase means. Yeah.
Why?
Because that's what the word means. What do you mean?
I'm just asking. Give me the definition of phrase.
Well, the idiom is it
'Cause
starts
I
out with
looked-
a
I
group
looked
of
up-
words.
I looked up chillin' and it said it's an idiom.
Well,
Because chillin' is not like, hey, what are you doing? I'm chilling. I'm literally not chilling right now.
I would 100%
I'm
agree with
hanging
you.
out.
I would
definition.
100% agree with you.
I'm just
but
telling you, hey, ChatGPT, you guys got me onto it. ChatGPT said it's an idiom.
Idiom first lines of the definition, a group of words.
It
Phrase,
literally says it.
the first line of the definition,
Yeah.
a group of words.
But what was the second word?
Phrase is a group of words that acts as a single grammatical unit within a sentence.
Yes.
So it has to be multiple words. Like
Yes.
like bar none. It has to be 2.
That's what the definition
Yeah.
says.
Okay. I'm chilling. Boom. Idiom. I'm chilling.
No.
Why? It's 2 words. It's a group
describing
of
what
words.
you're
Because
doing.
I'm.
What are you talking about? It's exactly what I'm doing.
No.
I'm chilling,
Wrong.
dude. Are you literally chilling in a cooler?
No, but the I'm.
No, you're not.
The I'm
You're
is not part of
hanging
it.
out.
The I'm not part of it.
I'm chilling.
Hanging out. That's one. I'm hanging out. That's one. That's 2
Yeah,
words.
yeah. Ipso facto.
Nope.
Chilling,
Not the
bruh.
same.
Straight chilling, bruh.
But what you're saying makes perfect sense, right? But a strict definition of idiom, it has to be a phrase. But chillin', other than the fact that it's one word, it absolutely meets the definition. It absolutely does.
Yeah, I'm just sick
Yeah.
of this. I think I'm right. You're wrong. Hey,
That's fine, but you're not. It's as factual.
Honorable
It's factual.
mention. Honorable mention.
Yes.
I got
yes.
some.
Let that dog lie.
Sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah.
Let that dog lie. Hey,
I-
hey. Shh. Just let that dog lie. Like my wife's like trying to like, wait, but remember last July? Wait, shh. Let that dog lie.
Yeah. I've heard it. Let sleeping dogs
We don't
lie.
gotta bring. Either way.
Yeah.
We don't gotta bring it up. That's old shit. Why you gotta bring up? Why you gotta bring up old shit?
Dude.
What
Let me
about-
hit you quick with my honorable mentions?
Yes, please.
Under the weather, feeling
Good
ill.
one.
Under the weather.
Yeah,
Good one.
came from the phrase of sailors on boats.
Under the weather, dude. That might be a Rushmore.
Feeling a little
Yeah.
under the weather
Hold on,
today.
time out. If we're gonna go Rushmore,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
half-ass got to be up there.
Because
Dude,
that's some,
Under the weather has got to be up
Yes.
there,
yeah,
right?
something everybody
Like
says.
everyone knows it. Everyone says it.
What about rating cats and dogs?
Yeah,
Or cost an arm and a leg?
I got that on here.
Ooh.
Both of those.
I think
here we
arm,
go.
and, arm and a leg used to be a good one. Not so much anymore.
Mm.
Cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Mm,
Under the weather, sailors being sick on the
Okay,
top
yeah.
of the deck
You
went,
know.
went below the deck, so literally like underneath the
Right,
weather.
you're under the weather.
Yep.
Yeah,
Kick the
Ah,
bucket.
got that one.
Kick the bucket.
good one.
Damn, kick the bucket's a good one, dog.
This one's weird because it's
Okay.
hanging like pigs or livestock up to like gut them and
Like
you know,
after you slaughter them?
yeah,
kind of just want to know what the idioms are because you're hitting me with some bangers right now.
yeah.
I want to know.
I'll get there, but
I
they
don't
talk
know.
about like the where you're
I
hanging
don't
from
care.
is the bucket, like the beam. That part was weird to me.
Oh, it's called the bucket.
Yeah, so it's dead and you're slicing it up and the leg's kicking the beam. That's kicking the
Wow.
bucket, but yeah, obviously it means
That's
to die.
That's a deep one.
That-
Yeah,
that-
that one's a little
That's
wild.
weird. That's weird.
Cost an arm and a leg,
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been there, done that.
but that one's actually from portraits. Like back when you portrait something, it
You
costs
cut-
more money.
Oh, it's like the bust?
Yeah.
Or just the whole body?
Yeah, so I want to get your face or I want to get your body. If I want
Arm or a leg.
if I get your limbs in it, it
I
costs
don't
more.
hate that one bit, dude.
Yeah.
Good one.
yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Basket case.
Ooh.
Yep,
person's
you're
a
crazy.
basket
This
case.
chick's
Crazy.
crazy.
This one's kind of wild. This like World War One soldiers or whatever would get their limbs and stuff blown off. There's
Yeah.
like a
Jeez.
there's I know I'm at you with the phrase.
Yeah.
Hey, stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with
There's
me.
rumor that some soldiers, I don't know what side or whatever, would some of them like have all their limbs and stuff blown off, or would come back in stretchers, or in some cases baskets to carry them back.
This is a
But it means it's
basket
crazy
case.
though.
Yeah,
I know this one.
you're
That one's
crazy.
and then it
Kinda
translates to
morphed.
that later on. But that was like one of the first ones.
All right, keep coming.
Spill the beans.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like that one, but it might be
I-
a Rushmore, don't you think?
I don't know if it's a
Do you-
Rushmore,
hey,
but it's
Dave,
a pretty.
Do you put it at Rushmore?
I like I think cat out of the bag is better than
Okay,
that one.
keep going. Keep going.
That's it. I'm done now.
Okay.
I'm back to my
That's
5.
it.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Spill the beans is you would have two different
Well,
colored
hold on.
beans.
We only got
and-
3. We got. Damn, I don't know what the first one was.
Do you want to know
It
what
was-
spill the beans is?
I do. I do know what it means.
Okay. Roman times, you'd have a white bean and a black bean. You'd go up and put them in a jar to vote.
Oh.
Somebody
okay.
knocked the jar over. You spill the beans
Spill the beans.
to let you know.
Dude,
like
I
who's-
love these. I love
They,
these.
that-
they,
that
they
one-
would do it on purpose to let everyone know, like, oh, this guy's winning the vote.
That one cracks me up though because it's like, let's say like 200 people voted, right? And they put it in, and unless like 2 of them voted white and everybody else voted black, if it was like mixed, they knock it over, and you're like, oh no, we spilled the beans. They're
oh
like,
no!
There's just a bunch of white and black beans. I
Oh
can't
damn,
count
dude!
200 of
Hey,
these.
hey, Henry's about to win this vote because Dave ain't.
Yeah.
He's just-
But-
it's 2 to 200.
yeah.
So now I'm out of idioms.
Those are good. There needs to be a new word for single word idioms.
Okay.
So Colin can get his
yeah,
in there.
because also So you guys wouldn't approve?
Idioms.
These are my own. There's several in here.
Hit it.
Hella,
Oh yeah, I used that a lot back in the day.
What does it mean though?
like a lot. There's hell of a lot of them. I don't know, but like I like
Wouldn't that be like an
in
adjective?
college, like when I was in college, like yo, bro, there's hella.
You never used it?
Hella girls are gonna be there. There's gonna be hella homies.
It's not
Yeah.
a real
Like,
word.
a lot.
Like, can it be a real word?
No, it's hyphy. It's from the San Francisco Bay. They just brought it with us to Kansas.
Like
and
hell of a.
hell of
I
a
think
lot.
this is-
a hell of a lot.
But
Because-
combined short into hella.
Yeah, hella. And you know what? I'll tell you this. So it's not on my idiom list because it's not that fun. Like the idioms that I found that I've used were way better. But like I use hella a lot because you guys owe me.
That's not an idiom. Keep going now.
That's fine. That's fine. Whatever you say, that's your truth. Dude.
No, it's
That's
for sure.
your
Isn't
truth.
it? No,
That's your truth.
I'll let you finish. I'm
Well,
gonna
that's why
come back.
I said I literally have it in my phone. Idiom ? Adjective.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
yeah.
I knew Dave was gonna shit on it.
Yeah, for sure.
I use it all the time.
Mhm.
Teresa just uses it. Like I think she's probably more cautious than me, but like we still just use it.
Mhm.
Like we just grew up like in college around it, so we're just like, oh, there's just hella this, hella that, whatever.
Mhm.
And so Murph in class was like, oh, there's hella beans over there.
Mhm.
And the teacher was like, what'd you say?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, there's hella whatever. And he's like, you can't say that.
Yeah.
And the dude, the principal was like, do you say this? I was like, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like, this is not his fault. This
Yeah.
is my fault.
Yeah, I can make my argument. It is for sure not an idiom because it's just short. It's shortening hell of a lot. It's
I
shortening
don't
it.
care. Yeah, because we're more efficient up in this BI.
No, it's not. It doesn't fit on the list because it's not what this list means.
And that's why it's not on the list, dude.
Okay,
It's an honorable
Well,
mention.
shouldn't it be an honorable mention?
Well, I literally asked you. I told you, hella question mark.
Okay, right, I'm saying
I
it's
wanted to
not
know.
one.
I wanted
he did
Dave's
put a question
opinion.
mark
True.
on
I
it.
wanted Dave's
Sure.
opinion.
Dave,
It's
he
not
put a
one.
question
What
mark.
not.
about tight? What about tight, dude? What about tight?
Yeah, that's one. I mean, again, a single word idiom, but yes, it's the S. You're right.
Oh,
It means cool. It means cool.
Single. It's not. It's one word.
Oh,
bro.
you're giving him. Okay,
That's
I
what I'm
see you're
saying,
doing.
like,
It's
I
see
one
what you're
word,
doing.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's a single word idiom. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so now you have multi-word idioms and single-word idioms all of
No.
a sudden?
He's helping
it
you.
does not fit the definition of it does not fit the strict definition of idiom. Period. But I understand what you're saying.
Blank, period.
But I understand what you're saying. You're saying like these. It's the same idea. It's just one word. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm giving it to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm saying yeah.
Same with hella.
No, it's not the same thing.
Got him.
not the same
Got him. All right. So you know what tight is, though.
Yeah, it's
What
cool.
about- so, but
It's awesome.
chilling,
It's sweet.
chilling doesn't count. Chilling don't count.
It's the same
Chilling,
thing.
bro. We're chilling.
Yes. If it was allowed to have one word, it would count. Yes.
I'm telling you right now. Hey. Honorable mention on dog walked. Dog walked is a good one.
Yes, that would count. Yes.
Dog walked.
So I don't know what it means.
You don't know what it
No,
means?
I mean, but like an idiom. I guess a good way to think of an idiom is if you spoke another language, right? You would have no idea, and you don't like learn
Well,
English.
That's a good one. Dog walked.
Yeah,
No one knows what it means.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But what does it mean?
You beat them really badly.
Yeah, you
Yes,
dominated somebody.
We got dog walked.
Yeah.
We got whooped.
I guess it makes sense because you're like walking your dog. You're like dominating the dog when you're walking it. Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I never put that much thought into it.
yeah,
But
I
yeah,
don't understand that much.
But like, I think that an idiom is like a good way to define it. Is if you learned English, right? And you didn't know English,
Right.
And you heard somebody say "stole my thunder," you would have no idea what they're talking about.
But also,
Because-
hold on, time out.
no. Hold on, let me finish my point. first.
You go ahead.
Because because I as the non-English speaker, I know what stole means. I know what that means. I know what my and I know what thunder means.
yeah.
But in the context, I'd be like, what?
It's
Like,
not
what
impossible.
it's impossible. Stealing thunder? Like, what does that mean? Like, you'd have no
Yeah.
idea because it means the whole is a greater than the sum of its parts,
Yeah.
right? The whole of the phrase.
You'd have no
It's bigger.
idea some guy's play got
I can't
canceled,
wait.
Yeah.
and
Give
he
me the
stole
mic.
his invention
Yeah.
of thunder, and then
Yeah.
Macbeth used it.
What?
Okay.
Anyway, go
okay.
ahead.
So you're someone who has no idea of the English
We're
language
smart
ever,
shit.
like you just said.
Yes.
And you come up and you're trying to talk to me or whatever. What's going on? I just say chilling.
I would not know what you mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hence why it's an idiom.
Dude.
It's a one-word idiom.
How many times do I have to say this?
There's a difference between yeah.
You literally said there's one-word idioms.
No,
and I found it, bro.
There is not one word idioms.
You
There's
said
not.
it. You said it.
I'm saying
I said tight. I said tight, and you're like, that's it.
Bro. You're not listening to my arguments 6 times. I've said this. The word idiom has to have multiple words. Period. That's it.
Then why did you say tight was
because
one?
it's the same idea. I understand what you're saying. I'm with you, and I understand it's the same idea, but it can't qualify as an idiom because it's one word.
Okay, so
that's
you're
what I'm
saying
saying.
it does not qualify.
It does not qualify, but it's the same idea as an idiom. Exactly the same idea. Chilling has nothing to do with relaxing. Absolutely nothing to do with it. Same idea. I get it, but it doesn't fit the definition.
I thought I had
think
heard you
chillin'
say
is-
earlier that tight would qualify as a one-word idiom. That's why I thought I would go back to chillin'. I thought I had heard you say tight. I said tight, and you were like, "That's a one-word idiom." So I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back to chillin'," and then now it doesn't count. So I just want to say
Yeah,
fair
chillin' definitely is slang, I would say.
Okay, so and that's a fun one. Like we should do slang one.
I was gonna
Because
say that. Yeah.
I was doing these things, and it was like literally my list was like hella, chilling, tight, and I'm like, and I literally thought to myself, these don't count.
Yes.
But I also said to myself, I'm gonna say them because I was gonna get pissed.
yeah.
But I knew they didn't count.
Yeah.
But slang is a good one.
That's what we should do. Top 5 slang words or slang. I mean, you can do anything. Slang terms or phrases, anything.
Words, phrases,
Slang,
whatever.
yeah.
I was trying to find modern idioms.
Me too. I was trying to find more modern.
'Cause I
ones.
thought-
But
a lot of
honorable
modern
honorable mention. Katie bar the door.
What?
I've heard
My
that one.
dad said it all the time in football practice. If you don't get this blocked right here, it's Katie bar the door. Katie bar the. So my whole life, dude, through college, I would be like, "Yo, that's Katie bar the door." If we don't get this here, just thinking this is not a good thing. I looked it up. It's a real bad thing, dude. Katie was a female for like Prince, like King Leo, whatever.
Yeah.
She literally, like, you know how they have the posts and they put the logs in the doors.
Uh-huh.
She put herself, like they were out of logs. She put herself in the thing. It was her name was Katie or Caitlin. Katie bar the door, meaning if this breaks open, all hells are gonna break loose.
Oh.
Or like, or if it breaks open, it's all over.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
Katie bar the door.
Mm.
So I literally looked that one up because I was like, why would that one happen?
Yeah.
Because I heard it a lot,
For sure.
and that's a very gruesome one.
That's an idiom. For
Yeah.
sure.
And that's an idiom, brother.
There you go. There you go.
Well, this is a long episode, so we're coming to the close. Yeah, good stuff. Midway idioms, good stuff, gentlemen.
I love it all.
Episode
dude.
15.
I love it all. I'm here for the long episodes.
If you're still with us and you haven't liked it, what are you doing?
Why are you doing
to
this?
2 hours of a podcast.
Where's my camera?
and it's not liked? Like it.
Blake,
like it
where
right
you
now.
at?
Yeah.
Like it right now. Anyway, all right, gentlemen. Until next time. We'll see you later.
Cheers, boys.